nobody will even look at me. They won't even look at me. No eye contact, nothing. He was a dick anyway. He was a dick. He was a total dick. Pity me scams. People soliciting emotion, giving you all sorts of pity me stories so people will donate. Well, this is just too much hard work, really, honestly. In the short time I was out there, I really felt defeated. I walked away thinking like, wow, you know, nobody would look at me, nobody would even wave to me, nobody would just anything. One for me that happened that I'll never forget was my husband and I walked into Fry's supermarket, and there was this lady in a wheelchair, and she was bawling, she was crying, and just kind of rolling around aimlessly crying, just the tears and the crying, and she gave me some big sob story, I think, and this other lady got into it too, and we're both like, oh my God, so we both took out some cash, and we gave her like 10, 15 bucks, I don't know, might have wanted any part of it. He was off shopping for cat food. So I left, and I tell you, I came back the next day, and there she was in Fry's doing the same thing, rolling around in a wheelchair, crying and soliciting people's sympathy and pity to get cash, get money, and people were doing it. So I go, fool me once, shame on me, right? Fool me twice, shame on you. There are some things that kind of came up that I wanted to point out with the Jessica Seward story. And what it was a part of exposing Jessica and calling her out for all her lies and her scamming to solicit money is she really utilized the Buy Nothing group in Mesa, Arizona. This lady, Cindy, runs this Buy Nothing group. Well, one true thing, when Jessica lived in Arizona and she was doing her big scam with the adoption of Trudy, her apartment caught on fire. It wasn't her apartment alone, it was an apartment complex. So what does Cindy do back when this fire happened in 2022? That's supposed to, it's not a charity group, mind you. They don't allow these kind of things on the Buy Nothing group. But Cindy decided to make an exception for her really good friend, Jessica Seward. And she put up a post on the Buy Nothing group that one of her members, Jessica Seward, survived their apartment fire today and have some needs. This is the top needs right now. Prayers and thoughts. They lost everything. So top needs. We're going to put everything aside for Jessica because she lost everything in her fire, and prayers. And I tell you this, when I had that sign, I put God bless on there, and you know what? It didn't work. I've been out there God blessing and doing all the prayers, and it didn't work. But we throw the prayer in, the God bless and all that, and that sucks people in too. These are the things. They lose everything in an apartment fire. We have a daughter. The daughter needs clothes. You know who the daughter is? The daughter is Trudy. That doesn't exist. And hygiene. Oh, Lord knows we need hygiene. The Buy Nothing group, being a bigger group, was really a group that needed to have that awareness. And so I sent an email to the Cindy and asked her if I could expose Jessica, just put a link on there, tell the story. She ignores me. She doesn't respond. She doesn't do anything. And then finally I get a response back saying she's not a part of the group anymore, so no, basically no. And then she blocks me. She just blocks me for really no good reason. Now, mind you, I am on this group. I was on this group, and I had asked numerous times, and so did Ashley, asked to be able to put this out there because a lot of these people were scammed by Jessica, and I think they probably would like to know about it. When I first called out Jessica, Angela had sent me a photo, and that photo was this lady holding a baby that Jessica claimed to be her holding her 6-month or 1-month-old baby, which was not her. And I proved that. I proved it 100% that this was not factual, this was a lie, not true, and I posted it on the community kindness group. Well, when I did that, of course, there are people that really, really believe Jessica. In this process is when I start diving into it and I do this post. and it gets back to Jessica. Okay, so on August 20th, now at this point, Jessica is on a Greyhound bus leaving Ohio, and she's coming back to Arizona. And she's coming back with her newborn baby, 1-month-old baby. And so Jessica reaches out to her two besties, which would be Ashley and Rhea at this time. And she asks, does any of you two know her, Shelley? And no, not really. Why? I know of her. And they only know of me because of the groups, the Buy Nothing group that I'm on. And that's how I really know Ashley and Rhea, is from the free groups. She messaged my sister, which has me kind of worried. I don't have a dog anymore, so don't know where she got that from. Like, this is where I got it from, Jessica. I got it from you when you posted on an Amazon wish list that you have one dog and her name is Cash, and you're asking for items for your dog Cash. That's where I got it. So just letting you know, that's where I got it. That's so strange. Yes, it really is strange. That's why I asked if either of you knew her. My Facebook is locked down. Both of them are. Yeah, I only know of her. So odd she'd be that nosy about it, right? That's why it has left me kind of worried. Of course, it left her worried. It left her worried because she knows somebody is now looking into her. We have 6 stops, mostly in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and 1 in Flag, then Phoenix. Now listen, she's not on a bus, okay? She's still in Ohio. And this is how she's texting her friends. This is what she's telling them. So she's playing it. And she's seriously playing it. And this is so important to me on how this manipulation works with somebody like Jessica, and how she does this with people that she considers a friend. They consider her a friend. And she, I mean, I'm trying to like wrap my head around that. Is, first of all, pulling off a pregnancy for that long and playing that game, the adoption she did for years, and now this domestic violence with Hunter, and seriously just keeps telling these people she is on this bus and creates these little stories as she goes, coming to the DV shelter. Of course, these women are concerned about her. She has a 1-month-old with her on the bus, and here is this lady, Snelly. My mom would be so pissed about this. My name is spelled different. Nobody can ever spell it, but she did that on purpose, like Shelly Smelly, you know, Snelly. That Snelly lady just messaged fucking Hunter. What the fuck? What happened? Did he contact you? What's going on? So now, mind you, she's on a bus. She left Hunter, her abuser, right? She left him in Ohio. She's on a bus to Arizona, and she's now telling, I don't know which one it is, that Snelly messaged Hunter. And Hunter somehow had to let Jessica know this. Because then they asked, well, what happened? Did he contact you? Because you're not supposed to have any contact with your abuser, right? She's going to the shelter. Oh, no, because now she got to back that up real quick. His sister messaged me. Well, knowing all that I know now, which is really funny, is Lindsay is his sister, and Lindsay did not message him. And then it's like, oh, unbelievable. I mean, I'm just horrible, right? This bitch is about to see how disrespectful I can be, and that's that big talk now there, that big talk where she's going to be the big woman that she's going to come out and say something to me, but she's doing that in her way, again, of keeping the manipulation going with Ashley and Rhea, that me, you know, I mean, it's like I had nothing better to do with my life but to just poke at this woman, Jessica, I know nothing about, you know, so I'm just horrible human. Why would I do that? Of course I wouldn't. So everything that I did and have been putting out is factual. But they don't know this at that point, right? They do not know. Now, this is a recommendation that one of them is giving to Jessica. Save the screenshots and talk to your social worker or someone at the shelter and let them know this person is messaging people about you, including talking to your ex, which puts you in danger. They can file a police report and do an injunction against harassment. Now, this is just a friend giving friendly advice, that I'm reaching out to Jessica's abuser, and they're really concerned about Jessica's well-being. So they're just giving her good, friendly advice on what she should do, that she needs to call the police about me reaching out to these people. Again, and and Ashley knows this, and we had a good talk about this because I asked her I wanted these texts because I wanted them. None of this is personal to me because I understand it. I understand that when you really have a close connection with somebody, that you believe in them first and foremost. They didn't know me. They only knew me from the group. And of course, they're going to stick with their friend. So this is a mindset that's going on, but put yourself there with Jessica. So this is the kind of person that she is, that she continues to play these two people that she calls friends. So if one of them has gotten in their head that Jessica is a so-called scammer, then I'm sure they're just hyper-focused on it. But the police will handle Shelley's blatant harassment for Jess. And this comment here basically is, and it makes sense to me again, is that if there was something that came to me that made me think Jessica was a scammer, then I would go after Jessica. But the thing is it wasn't something I thought, it wasn't something that I assumed, it was something I knew. And I had the facts, and I had the proof. And that was right there. And that was ignored, because that just shows you how strong that manipulation is. And that you only see or hear what you want to hear and what you want to see. And they don't, and the rest doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. But again, it's backing Jess, letting her know we got your back. We're gonna take care of you. You've been through so much, we've got your back. As long as you didn't participate in bullying or mean gossip, it's fine, Rhea. These ladies act friendly, but they're all snakes. Shelley has the audacity, though. I do. I absolutely do have the audacity, and the reason I have the audacity is because I'm presenting facts. But I'm also very gentle. I'm a gentle snake. You could, yeah, I won't strangle you, but you lie to me. So right here, she tells them the cops took a picture of the screenshot from his sister, which is in a whole different state, Indiana. You know, so none of that obviously times out or makes sense. And that also her own sister had a screenshot. And then does anyone know where she lives? And that is exactly when Ashley did reveal my address to her. But guess what? That doesn't bother me. It's never bothered me. Why? Because I'm telling the truth. I'm presenting facts. And in this, she's talking about her sister. Well, guess what? Her sister's dead. No, she's not. She doesn't have a sister. She doesn't have a biological sister. But the pity me scams. Back in March, she sent something out. My sister passed away this morning. She has a stepsister. She has a few stepsisters. A little bit going on in that family with all the stuff. She does not have a biological sister. Or brother, actually. Jessica's an only child. Oh, that says a lot. But she tells this person that her sister passed away on March 13th. She tried to hold on for Maverick and for the wedding. Her birthday is June 22nd. Hunter decided today for her memory, that's when we are getting married, on June 22nd. See, that's just it, the lies. I'm so sorry. You know, I love you. I love you and Ashley, and you both have done nothing but be good to me and Maverick. I would never, ever lie about anything. I would only tell the truth. I love you back. There it is. I love you. Wow. Yeah, you will definitely see I am not lying. If I even personally gave you the address to my mom's house, shit, you could have done a lot with that. It's hard to read her because she's illiterate, and it is hard to read her, so I thought I'd read it out. You know, like I told Shelley, Maverick does resemble Jessica, and Rhea did tell me that. She really thought that child. What photo, though? Because there was only like 10, 15 different images of a little baby, and none of them looked the same, so I guess one of them could have resembled her. Ugh. In this part here, now she gets the... So Jessica gets wind of my post, and right away she's like, thank you. Just because I got a free tattoo 2 weeks ago don't mean shit. She is so stupid. I know, I am so stupid. laugh. I seriously have got to laugh on that. So here it is, people. The original photo that was posted that exposed Jessica. No tattoo. Her 1-month-old Maverick. Stolen baby picture, stolen image of this woman. This is impersonating another person. This is not Jessica. And I expose it by showing Jessica and showing who she is and Hunter and showing, hey, look at her piece of shit tattoo that's probably about 30 years old. But this is April 5th. This is August 8th. She posts this on August 21st saying she got a free tattoo 2 weeks ago. There's her free tattoo, people. I'm sorry, but that shit cracks me up. And this is when I think the questioning started coming into play. Hey, can you both please go report what she has on her Facebook about me? Now, Jessica wants me reported on this page. She wants it removed. Of course she wants it removed. I have everyone going to report the post and have it removed. She is using my pictures without permission and posting my child without my permission. I don't have to comment, right? Right? Okay, good. My reasoning behind this is I want you to really grasp how this happened and why it happened. And I want you to think within yourself, in this situation, we need to stop blaming the people that have been hurt by things like this, by scams in general. And I'll do an overall scam when you think about it. That when I went into Fry's and I gave that lady crying 20 bucks and went there the next day and she was doing the same scam and I realized that I was scammed. Is it my fault? And we love to victimize the victims, right? And we always put it right back on them, like, well, why did you fall for it? Why did you give her money? Why didn't you question it? Well, why are we not looking at the person that's doing the scam? Because none of this even would have happened if we didn't have the actual piece of shit scammer that did it, okay? That's where it starts. So on October 14th, Jessica goes up and on this city dog in South Cleveland, okay? City Dogs Cleveland, and wants to adopt a dog. You know, and I thought, well, maybe not a big deal, but yeah, okay. First of all, she can't afford to eat. She can't afford any of this. But yeah, she wants to adopt a dog. But right here, when she says, medium-sized dog loves to cuddle, great with toddlers. Toddlers, October 14th, and she's still holding on to the Maverick story, the baby. In this group here, she went on and using one of her fake profiles as Steph Mulberry, but listen, this was good. Amazon Scammer Slammer, because she's on a ton of the Amazon groups. Ended up, I think somebody's been kind of watching a little bit with her and exposed her right away. The Stephanie Johnson, Nicole Grimes Ramirez is back as Steph Mulberry. That is Jessica Seward. Fake profile. But they caught her on this and they put it out there and they canceled all her gifts and blocked admin and everything. But then by canceling everything, her gift card that was sent to her with Amazon, she ends up asking because she can't use that gift card. So then she wants somebody to use the gift card for her. So she can't use her gift card to buy her shit. So she literally asked someone else to do it. Because of course she's, pity me, feel sorry for me. There's things I want. So somebody actually does take the card and actually tries to buy her items for her. But nope, not gonna happen. That card's been shut down and closed down. Sorry, Jessica, you didn't win on that one. There's still a Walmart registry open right now with Jessica's name on it for Maverick, for the baby. And there were 59 items that she was asking for, and every single item was purchased. 59 items were bought for her. This gives you kind of a feel for how much she has scammed off people. How much money, how much gifts, how many items, and all of that has been sold. This is a woman that allegedly faked a pregnancy. But actually, they got to use the word allegedly because she hasn't been convicted. But guess what? They're going to press charges on her. She is no different than Jessica. She did exactly what Jessica did. The only difference is Jessica didn't have to stuff her belly with fake stuff. She's being charged with identity theft for financial gain. The police detective learned there was no stillborn. So this girl fakes this entire pregnancy, then says the baby was stillborn. Same thing Jessica's doing. So this gives me hope, which I don't use that word often, that we're going to look at this and people are going to start being held accountable for these scams because she was soliciting money for the fake. And another one showing that there's another person that is being charged and being prosecuted, again, under false pretenses. A good friend of mine, her cat died. And she was so excited she wanted to get another cat. She really needed to fill that void. And she just immediately went online and found this Maine Coon. And she paid, I believe, about $500 for the Maine Coon. And when she went to pick it up, the profiles was gone. Everything was gone. All contact was gone. She got scammed. And she was so upset with herself and mad. And I get that you're going to be within yourself. You're going to beat yourself up. It's like, why would you fall for that? Why would you give the money up front? We need to change our mindset with that. You know, why would you fall in love with somebody online? It's your fault for falling for that scam. You've never met him before. Why would you fall for it? If we didn't have these corrupt people, these people committing these crimes and fraud, there would be no concern for it. So that's what we need to look at. These people, we have got to find a way to hold these people accountable. I don't know what has, this upswing of these GoFundMes that have just been really crazy, outlandish things with GoFundMe. People can create stories, make up stories, and put it out there, and do we just believe everything we read? No, we don't. We have to question, and that's a part of education. You have to question every single thing. And then we also need law to step up. We also need to get legislation to take a look at regulating internet on some level and doing something about all of it, because it's not, obviously it's big, it's huge. Go research it. Scamming is huge. It can be from small to large scales, but the solicitation, false pretenses, is illegal. And that's where we do have Jessica. And guess what, people? It is in the works. So we do have the police, the Mesa police, good man that is taking a big interest in it, and all of the evidence, all the proof and everything has been turned over to the investigators in Mesa. I can't give big kudos for Ohio police at this point in time because they're doing nothing. And I haven't heard a lot of great things about Ohio, but I'm going to say great things about Mesa because they took the time, all right? They took the time, they came out, talked with Ashley and myself, and then actually called back, followed up. I gave them all of the information on a thumb drive, and they're actually following through with it. This is the next thing I want to see in headlines. And I think we will see it. And I also want to share and say this as well, is we do have a Facebook page. I was scammed by Jessica Seward. There's a lot of people that aren't coming forward. A lot of people just are like, yeah, whatever, I'm going to put it behind me. And I'm just going to say straight up is, if you ever want to see change with any of this, you need to step up. Okay, you need to put that aside. Don't be embarrassed. Let all that go and just step up. Because she scammed thousands of people, I guarantee you. She's been doing this for years. So please join the Facebook page. I was scammed by Jessica Seward, and share your story. Or if anything, join the Facebook page and follow along. Maybe you can offer advice too, or you know ways, other things that we can do. And maybe legislation. And I think of that seriously, is us little people, we can gather all this. But if we don't have some kind of something put in place with boundaries and rules with what happens online, it is going to keep happening and happening and happening. And turning the tables on stop looking at the people as, well, you decided to do it, instead of Let's look at the people that decided to do the scamming and go after them. Thank you for watching.